it's Nancy with Garden Scroll, and today is the second day of January 2019, but we're still going back to the 2018 garden, and in the post today, you're going to see one of my favorite nurseries, which is Janie's Nursery. And on the post I put, she has one in Weatherford, in Clinton, and in Clinton, but she also has one in Elk City. And these are all in Oklahoma, but she's one of my favorite nurseries. So when we started, the wind is going to be whipping so loudly you can hardly hear me, but as we go into the nursery barn, you'll be able to really enjoy it, I think. So we're going to continue on with our 2018 garden, and I hope you enjoy it. And I think we're going to be in March today on this post. Hi, it's Nancy with the Scroll in the Garden. Today is a windy, cool day in Weatherford, Oklahoma, and I got out this morning and I realized these doors were open. This is Janie's Garden Center. There's one, she has one here in Weatherford and another one in Clinton. They're both just beautiful. She has some of the healthiest, brightest, most beautiful plants. I'll go inside here. They're so this is just an example of what you're going to see here in the store. In just a minute we'll meet the lovely lady that owns this place. I'm going to take you around here. Some beautiful mandevilla. They have some of the most beautiful arrangements too. She always does. Beautiful asparagus fern in that pretty pot. Then there's some more of the pretty pots already made up. Beautiful hibiscus plants up here. She has alyssum in the white and purple, and then the multicolors. There's the tomatoes. There's a beautiful variegated hibiscus, and it has beautiful red flowers with pendulums on them. They're so pretty. Oh, and we can't miss this side over here. Look at this bacopa, both the white and the blue. They will just billow out, trail down, and they're one of the most beautiful plants in a container you can find. Here's some geraniums over here. There's some bigger ones right back there behind them. There's more of her pots that she's got already put together here, which I think are lovely. Look at this bougainvillea. Look at this beautiful bougainvillea. I love this plant. I never can seem to get it going, but one day I'm going to keep trying until I do. It just looks like silk. It's so lovely. It doesn't even look real. I'm going to go back around this way so we can meet the lady that does this. And Janie. This is Janie. This is the owner of both this Janie's Nursery and the one in Clinton, and she's a lovely, sweet lady. You will love her, and she'll tell you anything you need to know about your plants, about planting them. Let's see if I can go down this way and show you some of this beauty. Look at this lobelia over here. Isn't that lovely? And the beautiful red verbena. I just love that her colors are so sharp and bright. Look at this concoleus. Mimisa, so pretty. Look at these petunias. And the lantana. Just there's some straw flowers. Here's a bunch of pretty succulents. The bidens. Oh, look, here's a licorice plant. I just love this color in the garden. That's so beautiful. And oh, look at these Gerber daisies, so big and bright and beautiful. So many pretty plants. Let's see, I saw one earlier that I'm not seeing it right now. That was such a beauty. The red on it on the hibiscus. Maybe I'll see that here in a minute and point it out to you. Look at these begonias. They really shine in the fall garden. They just start taking center stage. And I love the coleus. You can't beat a coleus for color in the garden. Doesn't even have to bloom because it's always in color. Get this wandering Jew. How pretty. Oh, and look at this. I just love the begonias. Big, beautiful begonias. Look like roses, like full, beautiful roses. So pretty. And then the New Guinea impatiens, those beautiful red salvias, more of the Gerber daisies, more of the pretty hibiscus. Let's see. Where's that one hibiscus I saw earlier that had that big old red bloom? Let's see. Look at these. These petunias with this white splash. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. And then the citronella geranium. Spikes. Spikes are always wonderful for flair in the garden. Put that in the top of your pot and then fill it out. Look at this pink. Isn't that beautiful? And of course the sweet potato vines. They just play so beautifully off of other colors. And then look at this diamond frost euphorbia. It's just beautiful all by itself, and then if you add it in with other color, it just enhances everything. And the angelonia, and these are white angelonia over here, they give a little height to the garden, that they're just beautiful. I feel like I've missed something. There's just so much to see, and it's all so beautiful. I'm not actually buying any today because I'm not quite ready, but I will definitely be back here, and we will definitely have to check this area out again. And I know I'm the one doing the photography right now, which my husband is much better at this than I am. So it's going to probably be a lot more shaky, but oh, look here. This is one of the hibiscus, but this is the exact hibiscus I was wanting to put on here because it has that pretty little center with a brighter, deeper color of the little bit of white around it. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. And here's the Gara. It's sometimes called swirling butterflies. It's always so pretty too. Butterfly bush, hollyhocks, black and blue salvia, coreopsis, lavender. Oh, and the wonderful vining clematis or clematis, however you say that. And beautiful dianthus. Look at this geranium here. Isn't that lovely? Hostas, ferns. Oh, this is a maidenhair fern. I would like to try one of these sometime. I'm not sure if it's for my zone, but I think it might be. Oh, and the beautiful scabiosa, pincushion flower. What is this? Oh, this is the yarrow. I have some of this in my garden. It's beautiful. And I love this kind of yarrow too, the beautiful red, or I have some that's kind of a pinkish red. Beautiful day lilies. the Stella d'Or. Look at this. I had one of these one time. I didn't get it to live when I took it inside, but it's so pretty. Oh, and here's some more of the coleus. I definitely want one of these red ruffled coleus. So pretty. This one is pretty too. I think it might be called Peter's Wander. I'm not exactly sure. And this is another one of my favorites. This beautiful coleus here. I think it's called Molten Lava Rose. But anyway, that's just an example of what Janie has here. It's an example of the excitement of spring for me. I just love coming and seeing all the beautiful flowers, all the beautiful colors. I didn't mention the Calabachoa, and I'm seeing some right there in that pot. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love the Calabachoas and petunias and all those beautiful trailing plants. So anyway, that I was telling you earlier that we have some wonderful local nurseries, and this is just one of the ones that we have. I'll try to show you even more, but this is definitely one of my favorites. It's just so beautiful. So, of course, I had to show you my Diamond Frost Euphorbia from last year that I bought at Janie's nursery. It just, like I said, it just continues to billow, and it brings your other colors out beautifully. I put some coleus and a red ivy leaf geranium in mine. Hello, it's Nancy with a Scroll in the Garden. And the last time, or one time recently, I told you that when the forsythia bushes bloomed, they were pretty and showy. So I just wanted to come outside and show you how pretty they are. I've been working today trying to finish, well, not finish, but get closer to being finished, cleaning up the garden. This little bear is going to have to go inside and wait till next winter to finish another nap. And so am I. This has been a rough winter for me as far as sickness and even grief. But yesterday was the first day of spring. And it was actually really cold yesterday morning. And about 2 o'clock in the evening, or in the afternoon, our weather changed, and it was very pretty. I did go back outside and clip a huge, large bag full of debris out of the garden. Let me step across the way over here so you can get the full effect of both of these pretty forsythias. I always want to say forsythias because I called them that for a long time, and I still slip and do that sometimes, but there you go. That's how it looks. And my husband put these here for me oh gosh, a long time ago when our kids were all still little. So, and actually when the kids were still small, I did not try gardening like some people do. I did not have the time or the money back when our kids were little. That was all about working and taking care of the kids and doing what we could for them. So, but I do admire people that can do both the garden and the kids, and some kids just love it and get right out there with them. This for Cynthia, or for, well, let's get to flowering quincy. This is a flowering quincy, and it's all budded out to bloom. I have one in the back that is in bloom. If we make it around there, it's getting late now. It's beginning to get, the sun is going down, as you can see over there. Not much of it left, so we'll lose daylight here in a bit. I believe this little bush is also a flowering quincy. It blooms a little later, but it's got little red buds on it. It's one of the first little bushes that I got too, and I'm not sure what it was called, but lots of pretty pots. I was going to show you over here that last time I mentioned that I didn't see any of the hostas coming up, but that's not the way it is today. Today we have hostas coming up, and I'll show you a few of them. There's one. Right behind it, there's another. Right over here beside of it, I don't know if you can see this. There's a tiny little one coming up there, or several tiny little ones coming up there. Oh, and I wanted to show you how much the sedum has grown just in the last few days. I watered it a bit, and we got what I call a scent of rain. We didn't really get enough to even make the little bubble in the rain gauge raise up, but it was so nice. Here's another how the sedum has grown. This one is a sedum autumn joy, so it'll be a big tall sedum anyway. We had some winds that blew down a bunch of stuff. This is one little angel. The tall ones get blown away, seem like, or blown off their little pedestals, or their little plant stands that I put them on. But I use super glue, or not super glue, but Gorilla Glue. I do use super glue in the garden, but mostly for things like that I use Gorilla Glue. It'll actually hold longer for me. But here's some more of the sedum. Around here on the other side, a lot of empty pots we have still, but they'll be all filling up. Some of them will have a few volunteer seeds, but most of all I'll need to fill them, and I'll enjoy that because we'll be going to the nurseries. If you haven't seen already, I put this is a tete-a-tete. No, this is a big regular size daffodil and a hyacinth. But I did go to Janie's Garden Center, and I put that on, there's that butterfly that my brother painted for me. I put that on the YouTube channel, and hello, it's Nancy. I just wanted to show you some of these piles I've got gathered up, because this is the last of the main cleanup job of all the old dead stuff out of the garden. So rejoice with me, that job is done. Of course there are places I'll have to go back and get a few spots where I didn't quite get all I wanted to do, and also there's weeds and grass coming up in places I'll want to get. But for the main part, the garden is now cleared out. I think it looks good. It looks exceptionally good to me. It may be the cleanest you'll ever see it because pretty soon these plants are going to be full grown and overgrown. You have to be clipping them back, but right now it's just looking good.